everybody, welcome to the 84th edition of John News. My name is John Woodman, and I'm coming to you from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And now, some good news. Judges have hard jobs, but there are good, dedicated people who choose to become judges. To find out more about judges, I spoke with the Honorable Gary Giguere, Chief Judge in the 9th Circuit Court in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Hi, Judge Giguere. Welcome to John News.
Hi, glad to be here.
You're a judge. What do judges do?
Help people settle disputes. When they can't decide or agree on something, they help people figure out the right way to go. Some judges, like me, handle only criminal cases. So if somebody is accused of a crime, it's my job to make sure that they get a fair trial. If they are found guilty of committing a crime, then I have to decide what their punishment is. Other judges do things like adoptions and help kids find new families. Basically, anytime that there's two people or two businesses don't agree with each other, a judge can help them decide which side's right or help them find common ground.
What kind of punishments might there be?
Maybe paying a fine or doing community service. It could be doing some time in jail. It could be even worse than jail. It could be going to prison. And for the very worst of the worst crimes here in Michigan, where I'm a judge, the penalty could be up to serving the rest of your life in prison with no hope of ever getting out again. But those are only the worst of the very worst.
Well, there could be hope if you escape from prison.
Yeah, that's kind of frowned upon, and it's actually it'd be another crime, and you'd get into even more trouble after they caught you again.
How do you become a judge?
You can either be appointed by a governor, or you can run for election. You have to have your 4-year degree, a law degree, and have practiced law in your locality.
Can we see your courtroom?
Absolutely. Let's go out and see it.
Okay.
I am sitting on the bench, and this is where I would be for most of the day. These are all the things that are on.
That's a lot of computers.
Yeah, there's a lot of screens to keep track of what's going on. And then there's the courtroom itself, and you can see the large tables are where the lawyers and the people who are involved in the lawsuit, that's where they would sit. And then the audience can sit in the back. And then over off to the side, you can see that there's 14 chairs over there, and that's where the jury sits. The hardest part about being a judge is probably when I have to sentence somebody and I have to tell them that they're going to jail or prison, and I have to take them away from their families and their friends. And I know that it's going to be hard on everybody, but it's something that I have to do on a pretty regular basis. And that's pretty hard. One of the most fun things that I do for people who maybe did something wrong a long time ago, they can have it taken off their record. They're always very happy, and sometimes they cry, and that's the very, very special part of my week that I like.
Yep. So you don't just punish people, you help them?
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the main parts of being a criminal judge. Putting them in jail is the very last thing that we want to do. If whatever their problem is, we try to help them solve it. So we might put them on probation. We put them in a class so that they learn how to handle their anger. When we get them involved with counseling or inpatient treatment. Yeah, locking somebody up is the very last thing that we want to do.
Is there anything else you want to tell my viewers?
Being a judge is hard. It's not for everybody. You hear you see a lot of people when they're at their worst. There's a lot of good days too, and it's a very good way to serve the public. One thing about judges that most people don't know, and I'm going to let you in, John, on a secret. Most people, when they think of a judge, of course, they think of the robe, they think about the courtroom and all that, but they also think about a gavel. And here's the secret. We don't really use gavels. I've been on the bench for 14 years. We don't use a gavel, and almost nobody knows that, but now you and your viewers do.
This is very informative. Maybe I can be a judge someday. Thanks for being on John News.
Thanks for having me, John.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And that's the good news. Until next time, this is John Woodman signing off from John News. Click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Do it now! If you do that, you'll never get accused of a crime you didn't do. So long, everybody. Bye!